Thwomp Ruins made its debut as the last track in the Mushroom Cup in Mario Kart 8 for the Wii U, which was first released on May 29th, 2014. And just 3 years later, we saw the revamp of this iteration of Mario Kart ported to the Switch, now known as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Over the past decade, many have fought and toiled in the series in the most beloved mode, time trials, to try and set a time on this track and many others in both games to try and reach the top of the leaderboards and claim the glorious title of world record. However, only a few have succeeded. In order to go fast, of course, you must figure out the best combo to race on. Mario Kart has stats tied to everything you can select, whether that be just your character in the first iterations of Mario Kart, to then both your character and vehicle in games like Double Dash, Mario Kart DS, and Mario Kart Wii. And finally, now we have a wide array of options in character, vehicle, wheels, and glider in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. In Mario Kart 8, we saw a speed-oriented meta, with high-speed combinations dominating both online and in time trials. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we see the exact opposite. We usually have low-speed combos and see a maximized mini-turbo-oriented meta with combos set to maximize a stat you can't even see in-game. In general, you want to be squeezing out as many mini-turbos as possible to try and keep up your top speed for as long as possible, and that mini-turbo stat that I talked about earlier helps charge your mini-turbos faster and keep your mini-turbo boosts for longer. Many of the world records are set with combos that maximize this hidden mini-turbo stat, and Thwomp Ruins is no exception. But before we move on, I have to briefly mention Wave 4 of the Boost Course Pass. Why, you may ask? Well, Wave 4 not only brought some of the best tracks Nintendo has ever produced at Waluigi Stadium, it also brought a Mario Kart First balance patch. This balance patch made the infamous Waluigi Wiggler almost obsolete by buffing many vehicles and character classes, which would create combos that surpass not only Waluigi Wiggler, but many combinations used in those previous world records. By far the best combination in this final iteration of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is Yoshi class on the Biddy Buggy with roller tires and paper glider. This combo maximizes the mini turbo stat to its full extent, and with the buff to Yoshi, has somewhat decent speed as well. This combo has been used in many world records, and once again, Thwomp Ruins is no exception to that rule. When we take a look at this former world record set by Shira on December 10th, 2023, we see a lot of what I mentioned earlier. Many mini-turbo snaking back and forth to keep up that top speed for as long as possible. When we get to the end of the track, we see this glider to take you into the finish line. In this world record, we see Shira go for a technique called Motion Glider. Motion Glider is where you use motion controls and the stick combined to essentially what you can think of as doubling your inputs. This is best used to create maximum horizontal momentum, which results in crazy speed not thought to be possible by most players. And just like with Wave 4, I'm going to be taking you on another detour to 200cc. 200cc time trials, while not as popular as 150, still has some of the most incredible and impressive world records in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. On some tracks, top 200cc time trialers use Motion Glider to create insane time saves. However, there's another technique used on 200cc to carry the momentum from a Motion Glider even further by getting a precise trick alignment and timing, which creates insane moments like these. This technique is referred to as the Genzua glider, named after the top time trialer and multiple current 200cc world record holder Genzua. And although he is credited with the discovery, he unfortunately does not have any records that use Genzua glider. Unlucky, Genzua. Anyways, this technique was widely regarded as impossible to pull off on 150cc with just how much speed is needed to pull off. That is, until one player by the name of James managed to make a wild discovery that will forever change the history on this track. And I had the pleasure of interviewing him, and here is that interview in question. So I have here with me today James, the guy who discovered the new Gensua glider strat on Thwomp Ruins. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions about this new strat. So the first one is, how did you discover this strat, and how did you find out that it actually saved time?
I discovered it just under about a year ago, when I was just trying to normally TT the track, going for UK tops, where, cause like you trick the glider, but then like the glider, it just gave like a Gensua glider pretty much.
Okay.
And it just had like a 0.2 time save.
Okay, so I'm going to branch off that as well. So you found it a whole year ago. What took you so long to implement it into a run?
I mean, I just kind of got a good run on Thwomp Ruins, then forgot about the track and kind of forgot it happened, I guess.
Oh.
I just recently came back to it and figured out how to do it consistently and stuff.
And did you share that strat with anyone else before, like a week ago or so?
I posted it a while ago on Twitter, but it never really gained traction or anything, so it was kind of just forgotten about, I guess.
Okay, gotcha. So that's so strange. I would have thought, you know, with a strat that saves so much time, and that's my next question, how much time do you know, like, around how much this is actually save?
I'm not quite 100% sure myself, but I'd say around 0.3 to 0.5 a lap at the moment.
Oh, that's pretty big. So that could save up to, and maybe even over a second over a 3-lap run. And does it save a little bit more time on lap 3 than it does on laps 1 and 2 because you don't have to go back onto the track?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely does.
And my last question before we go, you recently got 10th worldwide on this track. Are you planning yourself to go for the world record or improve your current time to a higher position at all?
I mean, I'm definitely at the moment not going to go for world record because Panda's just absolutely cracked. So I'm definitely planning to try and go for 148 or somewhere around there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a solid time for sure. Yeah. Well, thank you, James, for joining me today. And yeah, I hope you have a good one.
You too.
All right. Thank you so much. The world record before the implementation of this brand new strat was a 148.077 set on December 10th, 2023. And as of the recording of this video, on March 12th, 2024, the world record has been beat 9 times, with a total time save of almost a full second, with the current world record being a 147.080. This was all done in a span of 4 days, from March 7th to March 10th. Here is the final improvement made by Panda, and where the world record on Thwomp Ruins stands today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and let me know if you want to see more videos like these. It would help me out a ton if you guys like and subscribe, because many of my viewers, I believe 60% of you guys, are not subscribed. So hit that subscribe button right the fuck now. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.